Your Lion April is so sad, my lord, man. We've watched some sad things on the Patreon as far as anime goes, and it's hit and miss. Not hit and miss. It's just like your emotions. You try to control it and not just lose it in front of the camera. That one though, that crumpled me on the inside, man. I mean, if you've never seen it, I'm not going to say anything, but just you should watch it, especially if you're a musician. There's some good stuff in there, and like the animations are just out of control, good. But man, it hits you. It's a fucking gut punch, man. But I really did like it. It was a lot of fun. We watched the entire series on Patreon, and I've never heard. That was still in the era where I didn't really pay attention too much to the openings because I wanted to save them for the video. So I don't think I really heard the full length of the anime version, let alone the full version. So, but we are gonna do the full version right now. So I'm very excited. Let's go. This is Hikaru Nara by Goose House. Here we go. Listen how deceptive this is. Come on, man. Listen to the opening lick here in the introduction. If I did this video on one of my multi-anime opening videos before I saw the anime, I'd be like, oh yeah, this has got to be like some happy, like celebratory type, like, lovey-dovey. Lies, man. Lies. Listen, this is so upbeat. Great guitar playing, though. That's a nice callback. It's like almost borderline MIDI brass sound, but the way the guitar strums, it kind of brings that in, and it works. Like, I don't think this YouTube recording is the best audio recording, but I wanted to do the one with all the subtitles on it in case folks were listening, looking for that. But yeah, like it again, like it's kind of a joke, but it's kind of serious. So like it is super deceptive. Anyway, let's keep going. Nice choices musically. Okay, quick question for y'all, because I don't know. I know it happens sometimes. Is this video just edited with the characters singing, or is the cast actually the voice actors or the vocalists in the band? I know that happens sometimes where like the voice actors will actually perform in like openings/endings. I don't think it's that often, but you can let me know. Let's talk about it though. What's going on? What's going on in the first verse here? Very poppy, very solid, and very in the pockets. Kick drum, bass player, we are there. Chords are wide open, big legato, just long lasting, nothing complicated, but it works really well. Boom ba ba da dee boom ba ba da. Great melodies, like it's super, like again, it just sounds like everything's good to go, man. Yeah, man, the mix of piano in there and acoustic guitar and electric bass playing, like it's good. I felt like we get little moments of electric guitar as well, like little hints of distortion, but it feels very just peaceful at the moment. Fun melodies. Betty bop boop bop boop. I like that. Hold on, a little callback in the fake brass section there. Obvious. That's the biggest shift there. So drums and bass, the huge. It's not. I guess it's not huge. It's just pretty, enormous as far as like a feel change goes to really kind of like separate the first part of the verse vocally and the second part, because it doesn't really That's not, it's not the same feel at all. It feels, but it's a great feel change. It feels very organic of where it should go. Beep-beep-bop, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Super simple guitar line, little descending pad. It feels like it's descending there. It just fits perfectly. And the build, obligatory. Keep going. Bow, big chord. Now, if you're a friend of the channel, I'm always listening down and kind of not ignoring, but just kind of specifically or purposefully, putting most of my investment in the line with the instrumentation. I couldn't help but read, the line right there vocally, and yeah, you can tell that what is being actually said versus what you're feeling with the kind of pop progression and the enormously happy harmonies that are going on. They go like that. They don't match. They kind of fly past each other. So, it's cool. I like it that it's like that. It could be, in a minor key in a ballad and just full of like angsty emotion and pain and sorrow. That would also work. But this is what we have. All right. I'm going back 7 seconds. Let's keep going. Similar. So far, symmetrical design as far as the second verse. And I don't know the first time we had that ba-da-da-da, that descending trumpet line that was going on there. I feel like that was like 15 seconds ago. We can try to grab it again. It probably was there the first time. I just didn't notice because there's quite a few. Everything's pretty loud, like dynamically speaking. It's bright. So it's kind of like, there's just a lot of sound to sift through. Sounds good. Similar. Cool. So I feel like the second side of the second verse, there might be little embellishments. Like I was noticing like these woodwinds happening. I was like, was that there the first time? It's hard to know because there's just so much and I'm getting my ears blown out right now. Not in a bad way, in a good way. So it's stacked though, but it's stacked full of chord tones that are all very similar, meaning all the math, all like the music theory math of how like things line up as far as like, numerical values within like a key. It's all we're doing pretty good at just being pretty similar and it's just big and chunky and loud. High bass. Okay, I like that. Jigga-doo-gak, bigga-doo-gak, digga-doo-gak. That almost functions like, it feels like a moment we're going to go here. Digga-doo-gak, digga-doo-gak, instead of dun-dun-ba-um-ba-ba-ee-da-ga-um. So kind of like almost a little play with metrics. I'm glad that was in there because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, so do I like this? I have complete context bias, and most of the stuff we review on this channel, I think the fun factor for me is that I usually have zero bias, right? But I have massive bias because I bought in, to the storyline so much, and like the characters meant something. it is a little like there's a little more to go, but I'm glad we get just a little bit of spice in there to give us something because it's super poppy. It's a little more poppy than I normally can hang on to. It doesn't mean that I don't like it. I'm just, in these videos, we always talk very honest. So I will say the influence of knowing, the show has a lot of buy-in for me. Let's keep going though and see where we go on the bridge. I assume we're going to the bridge. Oh yeah, bass, okay. Okay, so at the beginning of that, there's a couple slaps and pops in the bass. It was cool. We had a fuzzy tone for a second, and it just kind of changed. I think that was back at like, actually, I'm usually pretty good at looking down. Hold on, let me just look real quick. Yeah, there we go. Here it is. Kind of little rock licks. Okay, that's fun. I dig that. And then we change there. So where the keys are going, like chord changes, that's cool. It is a pop bridge like you would expect it to be. It's cute. It's super cute though during all of this. It's a good melody though. Nice range. That was killer. Dude's a baritone, man. He's up in the stratosphere. That's killer. Jigga. So you really set it up. That's like a slow pitch over the bass. So you guarantee you're gonna push. Like you see what's going on there. Like the construction is very simple. It's so cute though. Like it's when you have that thick and wide of harmonies with we're just really stacking on these chords. It can be a lot, and everyone has different preferences on like when you listen to that. Is it cool or not? Is there enough going on in the progression, or does it even matter? Most of the time, I remember when I was teaching high school music, and we used to like watch I had this class called Music Survey, and it basically was just guitar, bass, and percussion. Like they actually let me write the course, and I was like, well, let's teach things that are going to be actually beneficial to kids. If you learn how to read chords and actually play some rhythm stuff too, that might project you into a different. Anyway, we don't need to rant and tangent on that. Point being though, we used to listen to a lot of pop stuff, not J-pop stuff, American pop stuff. And some of it would be kind of, not the greatest stuff. And I used to ask kids, I'm like, well, do you care? Do you care if there's not much going on with this stuff? And they're like, no, not at all. I just want to go and have a good time. And I was like, all right. So sometimes, my brain goes off too much on something. And I was like, it probably really doesn't matter. It just depends on where your investment is. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, that's cool. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-do-dee. I dig. Okay, yeah, that's super fun. I like that. Oh, yeah. Do that harmony. That was sick. Let's go back. That's 329. Let's go back to 318. I definitely dig the vocals right there. That's primo. Of course. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's where we're gonna end. That's cool. All right, so that's what it is. Like my overall take, like it makes sense, but I will like double down on the fact that I have complete 100% context bias. So it makes me like it more. If I heard that without knowing anything about it, it'd be like it's just a little too poppy for me, and it's a little too stacked. Like our major, it's just so stacked. But I still like it. It's still a good piece of music, and like hearing those exposed vocal parts at the end is very, very killer. So anyway, that's what I think. I'm very curious to know what you think. My name is DrumRollTony. Catch me when I'm live on Twitch or check out some anime with me on the Patreon. Links for all my socials are down in the video description below. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Please and thank you. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel to catch the next video. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these two videos next. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.